I'd probably lay the points with the Thunder. I'd probably go over the total. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's NBA picks are for game one of the Western Conference Finals. Big game. We got Minnesota. We got Oklahoma City Thunder here going down on Tuesday, May 20th. In my last NBA video, I told you I like the Thunder to cover the big number of 7.5. I told you I like the total to go over as the books made too much of an adjustment. Cashed both of those tickets very easily. Hopefully, a lot of you guys benefited off of that. The good news, though, that wasn't a one-time thing. Here on my YouTube channel, I predict every game every single day. That includes MLB baseball picks. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Be sure to drop a like on the video. And I got to know in the comment section below what you guys think about game one here. Game ones are pretty important just to kind of set the tone of the series. So let me know what you guys think about game one. Let me know what you think about the series as a whole. I read and reply to all comments. So again, guys, just curious what you're thinking on this game. Updated premium numbers for you. Sensational NBA run. It was 2 weeks ago today, actually, believe it or not, where we had that game 2 of the Celtics, the huge meltdown that cost me 15.3 unit difference in my record. But since that big loss, man, 23-9 run in the NBA, that's 72%. Up well over a dozen units in that time span. I'm back in the green, 45, 35, and 1, up almost 3 units of profit. So it's just been a tremendous rebound here. And I'm hot as it gets. You know, I cashed 2 tickets in that last game. I did end up sending Oklahoma City out against the spread to the premium clients, but we also went with just specifically the team total for only Oklahoma City Thunder. I couldn't get there on the over. So we went 2-0. The game before that, cashed on the Knicks team total. I really can't remember the last time I missed a pick in the NBA. I love the 2 conference final matchups we have. I'm looking to make a big run here to finish the NBA playoff strong. You can even see my entire record and units gained from last year, specifically in the NBA playoffs. So if you guys are looking to cash tickets with me on the text list for the NBA playoffs, it's now or never. We're down to the conference finals. Then we got the finals. There's only so much NBA season left. I'm going to make a lot of money with what we have left. Hopefully you guys will consider joining my text list. You can see it right there on the screen. danspicks.net. That's my website. I have a link right in the description of the video. I put that same link in a pinned comment at the top of the comment section for you. Hop on there, sign up. You can get a week of picks, a month of picks, whatever you want to do. Everybody goes on the same text list. And every day, I just simply text you all my plays. You'll get the odds of those plays, how many units to put on each one. You just copy the text messages. Every sport, every single year, I'm deep in profit. So I can't recommend that enough. But we got a big game to cover today. Hopefully I can pick everybody some winners in today's video. Let me bring up Outlier Sports, and let's get after it, man. Let's do it. This is a huge game. Huge game. What do you guys think about the rest advantage, too? I know a lot of people are going to be talking about that. I assume a lot of people will be talking about that. I think it makes a difference. So let's look at some matchup stuff right off the bat here. This is the Minnesota offense versus that Oklahoma City defense. And turnover percentage, man, that's a concern. That's a concern. We can see the Wolves there tied for 18th. Oklahoma City's first in that category. Effective field goal percentage, that's also an advantage. But free throw rate, man, free throw rate's a big advantage for the Timberwolves in this one. Also offensive rebounding. I mean, most of that's Gobert. You know, I think he had a little bit of an easier path against an LA team that literally didn't have a center. And then you can say whatever you want to say about the Warriors. I mean, now, okay, Gobert, you want to actually, you know, put your shoes on, tie those laces tight. You got Chet in there. You got Hartenstein in there. We'll see if Gobert goes back to his usual soft self. That's kind of what I think, but, you know, we'll see how it pans out. He does seem like he's on a little bit of a mission this year. All the other categories, nothing really to write home about. But, again, Oklahoma City, pretty high in steals, pretty good on blocks. Yeah, 2-point percentage, that, you know, that's an advantage for the Oklahoma City defense. They give up threes a little bit. That's kind of even. No real crazy stuff there besides those few categories. Let's switch it around, though. Let's look at the OKC offense, which looked really good in that last game, versus the Wolves defense, which I think is exceptional. And yeah, the rebounding, I don't really think it's going to be there. I think the Wolves will be able to defensive rebound pretty good in this one. Turnovers about even. Free throw rate, that's an advantage for the Timberwolves again here on offense. But everything else, yeah, nothing really to write home about. Let's go down to some public betting information. Guys, I got to interrupt today's video really quick. I want to give you my best play in today's game. I know I've predicted the last two games perfectly, so meet me in the middle. I'll make you guys a deal. I know thousands of people that'll watch today's video. If just 500 people can click that like button, which is free, which takes a millisecond to do, just 500 people, man, I'll put my best NBA pick for this huge game one right in the comment section for all you guys to have. So smash that like button, share this video with your friends. Hopefully I can bless you guys with my best pick. As of right now, at least, the Wolves do seem to be a public underdog. 64% of bets that have been made on this game against the spread so far have come on the underdog, getting all the points. We can see it on the screen there. The spread is 7.5. That is a pretty good pile. They do have the rest advantage. Minnesota, I personally like and tend to think they are better on the road versus home. So, yeah, that's a nice little look, what I'm trying to say, it's a nice little list of things that do benefit Minnesota, in my opinion. And it's game one, right? Kind of the game where, the teams sort of feel each other out. The road team kind of comes in without the pressure. They're expected to lose. They're a big underdog. They're on the road. They're not the higher seed. So Minnesota can kind of come into this game just playing with not house money, because this is obviously they're on a big stage and they have to win one more series to get to the final. So I don't want to say house money, but they can kind of come in with the expectation that they're not expected to steal the game. So maybe they can play a little looser. Maybe they can, take a few more chances and just kind of see how things pan out. I think the pressure is on the Thunder to try to, defend home court here. They gave up some games to the Nuggets on their home floor. So we'll see what happens with that one. Let's go ahead and look into some props. Before I do this, though, I do want to tell you guys about a really, really quick opportunity. You guys are getting exactly what you've been asking for. I read all the comments. I know you guys are competitive. A lot of you actually think you can hang with the pros in the sports betting industry. It's time to prove it. You guys got to put your money where your mouth is. Here's the opportunity for you. May 19th, a 1-week competition versus me, versus other pros, versus celebrities. You guys know I'm one of the people on the SoBet platform. They've opened up the floor. They've given you guys an opportunity, a public tournament here, chance at $5,000, and probably more importantly, to make a name for yourself. I read all the comments. I know you guys claim to go on these big runs and have track records as good as some of the best people in the industry. I don't buy it, but here's your chance to prove it, man. Beat me, beat all the other people in the competition. Really simple. I'll put the link down in the description of this video. Make sure you guys use code Dan's Rants to ensure you get an entry into the tournament. Super straightforward. It is $15. You're going to get an entry into this 1-week tournament on SoBet, and you're also going to get an entire month of access to the SoBet platform, which has dozens of professionals on there giving out picks. So you'll have access to those people if that's something you're interested in. But mainly, guys, huge 1-week opportunity, $5,000 available. Take your shot at it. Make a name for yourself. If you have any questions, put those down in the comment section below. I'll read and reply to all questions and comments. But yeah, man, here's your chance, right? You guys love to talk shit. I love to talk shit, but I show up every day with my results. You guys got to do it too, man. Get involved. It's only $15. And like I said, the added value, you'll get a full month to the SoBet platform as well. I'm going to be giving out a couple of picks for free on the SoBet platform. You'll be able to follow me once you're on there. So it's kind of a double whammy here, an entire month of value for $15. No brainer. Get involved. See if you can win this tournament. Let me know if you have any more questions down below. So here are the prop bets. We're looking at the top here. Let's scroll down, try to find some really good odds on one of these. Obviously, these ones at the top are phenomenal. High hit rate. How about this one here? Naz Reid. He's failed to exceed 15.5 points plus rebounds in 5 of his last 6 games versus top 10 defenses versus points allowed. And I do think a lot of the categories we looked at earlier, just in terms of the matchup, it does kind of agree with that. So maybe consider that, guys. It's currently minus 115 odds on Caesars Sportsbook. That's Naz Reid to go under 15.5 points plus rebounds. I think that's one you could write down, maybe research it a little bit further and consider moving forward with that one. There's a bunch on here, guys. We'll try to find a couple more winners. Obviously, look, I mean, there's just hundreds. These all have extremely high hit rates. These are all phenomenal prop bets. If you guys do want to get on Outlier and spend a lot more time on this platform using all the tools, looking over all the data on here, I do have a link for a free trial. An entire week you can get on here with the link that I have in the description of today's video. I do have a partnership with Outlier, and they've exclusively gave me an opportunity to give you guys a full week on the house. So at least take advantage of the free trial. If you want to move forward with it after the free trial, then go for it. If not, no worries, but at least get on here for a week. You know, why we got the conference finals going on, and see what else you can dig up in terms of data and potential wagers. I do want to look at this one as well. Hartenstein. I talked about him. I talked about Gobert maybe coming back down to earth now that he's got some tall people around him that he can't just bully anymore. I mean, really, those first two matchups, Minnesota, he was clearly was expected to be, and was, the dominant big guy on the floor. Now, I think it could be a little bit of a different story. Isaiah Hartenstein, he's exceeded 5 first half points in 5 of his last 6 games at home, averaging about 8 in that time span. So that's an 83% hit rate over 6 games. It's currently offered at -119. First half points to go over 5 for Hartenstein. I think you guys should definitely write that one down and consider that one. In terms of actually predicting, though, the side and the spread here, or the spread and the total, I should say, it's a lot of points. It's a lot of points. I have a very strong opinion on this particular game. I'm going to reserve that to paying clients, though, with respect to people that pay me for my best bets. I feel good about this game, both first half, full game, some more specific wagers like team totals and stuff like that. All those bets will be sent out to premium, but I'll give you a shot here on the total. I'm going to go ahead and go with an over. I think Oklahoma City's offense is better at home. We've seen that. The numbers back it up. And like I said, Minnesota also better on the road. I think coming in without the pressure of trying to defend home court, a game that they're not expected to win. I think they can come in a little bit loose here. We don't know if Ant is going to go crazy as well. So I think they can come in and actually look pretty good offensively as well. 215.5. It's just too low for me. I think we get closer to 220 in this game. I think there's some value on the over. I think we're still seeing overcorrections from the books from the previous 2 series. So I'll go over 215. I mean, we have Minnesota coming off that series with the Warriors where nobody could score. And we have Oklahoma City coming off a few games where, a couple of those totals with the Nuggets were 230, 232, 215. I got to go over the total here. And then some more specific bets like team totals, the spread, the first half spread, first quarter spread, bets like that. I'm going to send that pile of picks out to everybody who pays in my premium is on the text list. So if you guys want a bunch of picks on this game, my best bets, the ones that I'm actually going to bet myself, just get on the website, get on the text list. I've just done nothing but cash. It's only going to benefit you. I mean, do you want to make money or you just want to keep gambling on your parlays? Choice is up to you guys, man. I could care less. I'm going to keep on cashing. We're on a great run. It's a lot of fun too, man. A lot of fun. 23-9. Have you guys had that much fun in the last 2 weeks? I have. Get on the text list. Let me cash some tickets for you. See you in the next video.